Once you click the Create a Custom Quiz button, you'll be presented with the quiz editor. The first thing you'll want to do is give your quiz a title. So we'll call this My First Quiz. And notice that all the quiz properties are saved automatically, so you don't have to press any save buttons. You'll want to keep visible to students unchecked for the moment, because you'll be adding questions to this quiz and you won't want your students to be able to take them if they're not in a cohort currently. You can choose to randomize the question order, and then we'll move down to the questions for this quiz. So notice it says question changes are saved automatically. There's no save buttons to press here either. So we'll go ahead and click here to add the first quiz question. We'll put in the question text for this first one. We'll say, what color is the sky? And we'll make this a multiple choice question. You can also add an answer explanation if you would like. But if you don't fill this field in, it won't affect anything. It just won't show an explanation. So we'll do a multiple choice question, which is the default selected. And it says, no answers have been defined for this question. Click here to add the first answer. So we'll go ahead and click here. And we're presented with a box. We'll type in our first answer here, green. And then if we come right below, it says click here to add another answer. We'll click that, we'll put red, add another answer, blue, and we'll add one more, pink. So now if you notice, there's a red message up here that says no correct answer selected. Please mark an answer as correct. So to do that, we'll go to the blue answer and we'll go to the right of it where the three dots are, and we'll choose correct. And if we go back to that menu, you can see that you can now mark it as incorrect. You could move that up or down depending on where you want to display it, and you're able to delete it as well if you don't want it in there. If we scroll down, you can see the question preview. This is exactly what the question is going to look like when your student is taking the quiz. If we scroll back up to the question area, we can press the plus button right here, the green plus, and add another question. This time, we're going to make a select all that apply question. So we'll say, what are the ingredients in a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich? Again, you can provide an answer explanation if you'd like. We're not going to. And then we'll choose the select all that apply. Now we'll define the answers for this question that we're asking. So we'll click here to add the answer. And for the first answer, we'll put bacon. The next answer, we'll put lettuce. Next one, we'll put pickles. And the final one, we will put tomato. And then we will simply go to each of the menu options for the answers that are correct. We'll mark bacon, lettuce, and tomato as correct. And again, if you scroll down, you can see a preview for this question, exactly as it's going to appear for your students. So this preview is not live, but you can select those. The submit button is not going to do anything. Okay, and then we'll come back up and we'll add one more question. We'll do a fill in the blank question. So this question is going to say, what facets healthcare training is a, and then we'll put some underscores here, test preparation company. All right, so we'll go ahead and click the fill in the blank, and then we will add the first answer. So we'll say CNA. And remember, we need to mark this as correct. and you'll know that it's correct by the green check mark to the left of the answer. Now, we don't need to enter CNA multiple times because all answers that are placed in these boxes are not case sensitive. So the student will be able to type into the answer box here. If you look at the preview, they can type CNA. They could type CNA, lowercase. They could do capital CN and a lowercase a. These are all equivalent. There's no, it's not case sensitive, and it does not take spaces into account either. All right, so this is looking pretty good. We have our first quiz. You can click here to look through all the questions. What color is the sky? That one has a correct answer. Go back through and check that you've marked one of your answers correct. What are the ingredients in a BLT? Bacon, lettuce, tomato. Perfect. And then a CNA test prep company. So I'm pretty happy with this quiz. We don't have to do anything. It's ready to go. It's already saved. So we'll go back to our dashboard. We'll go to quizzes. And if we look under custom quizzes now, we have my first quiz. And we'll take it real quick just to check. So we'll say, what color is the sky? Blue. Ingredients in a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. Bacon, lettuce, tomato. All right. And then it's a CNA test prep company. Perfect. We scored 100%. So now we can go back to all of our quizzes. And it's important to note that this quiz is not available to your students yet. To make it available to your students, click the edit button and then click visible to students. And now they're able to see it. If your students are not in a cohort, they will immediately be able to take the quiz. If your students are in a cohort, then you have to assign the quiz before they'll be able to take the quiz.